Hey! What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Back up a little bit, please.
No,
Don't get near me.
I was coming to like eat or something. I didn't know you were home.
What do you mean you're coming here to eat? Sadie, I kicked you out.
I mean, I used to live here.
That doesn't mean you get to come back here and
So
break into my house through my through my downstairs door.
Some of that food is mine.
How did you know to come through the downstairs door? Because I can't lock it.
I used to live here.
Well, I didn't know you knew about that. You cheated on me. That's the real problem.
Yeah, how do you think I did it? I just came to eat, dude.
What do you mean, how do you think you did it? You used that fucking door to go cheat on me?
I didn't come here to argue. I just literally came here to eat.
You're not eating my food.
Some of it's mine.
You've been gone for over a month now.
Yeah, I still got some stuff in the freezer in like the pantry and stuff.
You're not, no. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You need to get out right now.
No,
right?
dude.
Absolutely right now.
I just walked here.
Come on.
I don't even have shoes on.
The nerve she has is unbelievable. She's actually making jokes about cheating after breaking into his place. That's way beyond acceptable. He should contact the police, look into getting a restraining order, and change the locks as soon as possible. There are plenty of steps he can take to protect himself.
If you want a guy to do nice things for you, let me give you a little bit of advice of what not to do for the younger ladies. When I moved in with my ex-husband, he came home from work one evening with a dozen red roses. And instead of being like, wow, how amazing, that's so sweet, there was no reason. He was just being really sweet. And my self reacted with, why'd you get me red roses? You know I don't like roses. Peonies are my favorite flower. Lo and behold, he never got me flowers again, and rightfully so. If you want a guy to do nice things for you, and even if you receive something that is not your taste, you don't like it, he should know that you don't prefer those. Fucking encourage him. Act gracious and grateful. You can make soft suggestions of things that you like over time, but don't do that. Don't do that. You'll never get that thing again. Mark my words.
It's safe to say he won't try doing something thoughtful like that again. Instead of appreciating the gesture, she turned it into a reason to criticize him. That's disappointing, but not exactly shocking. Considering she's his ex-wife, it's clear she never really valued what he did for her.
I get divorced in 30 minutes.
I get divorced in 20 minutes. This is awful. I know I shouldn't be sad, but wow. Oh my god, I'm such an ugly crier. I look so Jewish from the side. I am Jewish, but still. I literally thought I was gonna be okay, and I feel freaking weird. I don't want to ruin my makeup, but I need to curl my hair so I don't look like an FBI agent at court. Sometimes when you have a low bun, you can look like an agent. Hopefully one day when I'm remarried, I can laugh at this. All right, here we go.
That brings us back to Logan.
No, honestly, I just don't want anything to do with them. I just want it to be done. It's 9:56 on September the 5th, and I am officially divorced.
It is. We're going to call this as your second birthday after your birthday.
Thanks, Dad.
September the 5th. Today is the day to remember. Today, September the 5th, is the day Victoria got delivered.
Did you notice the dog? Most dogs react when they see their owner upset and try to offer comfort. This one stayed completely relaxed, almost like it had seen the same situation many times before.
Want to actually get a man to do what you want, you need to stop criticizing him and start being grateful and telling him how grateful you are for all the small things he does do, and say, I enjoy this and I would love to do more of this. Instead of saying, you never spend time with me, you could say something like, I love it when you spend time with me. Could we spend more time together when you have time? Voila, problem solved. If you're nagging him, criticizing him, telling him he doesn't do things when he's trying so hard to do things for you, he's not going to want to do more for you. He's going to be like, well then, piss off, do it yourself. Be nice to your man and he'll be nice to you.
He makes an interesting point. People are often more careful about how they treat others they relate to. Yet some men feel they receive less patience or respect. No matter who you are, appreciation and gratitude make a big difference. When kind actions are met with criticism instead of thanks, it can make people think twice before trying again.
Or for the second chance. Well, I'll make it clear. It's not. You are a backup. You are a safety net. When things don't work out, you are what he falls on. He doesn't want to be lonely. He's realizing that he's going to be lonely, and he knows one person, you. You're going to take his loneliness. So you are more like a backup. Somebody who's going to keep him in this emotional distraught of his wife, because the one he chose, that's what he wanted. If he wanted, he would have chosen you. Love is choice. He has already proven you are not his first choice. Please be wise, else you will face the hard truth. You cannot be a safety net.
He has a valid point. If more people paid attention to the message in this video, they could avoid a lot of disappointment and emotional pain in their relationships.
Him for his competence in his brain, so he's going to go find someone who does, because he can't live without it. My husband, in the middle of this, which was so humbling and so educational, I had stopped nurturing him. And I thought he should do a hell of a lot more things around the house. And he was in this, I'm retired, I can do whatever I want. But one of the things he was doing was taking a poetry class. And he would talk about this woman in his poetry class in this particular way, that the hair would go up on the back of my neck, right? And I'd be like, and when I finally sorted it out, like, oh, he's being emotionally unfaithful. He's going to another woman to be nurtured because I stopped. Oh, shit.
We've all heard people complain that their partner doesn't give enough compliments or show enough appreciation, and those feelings can be valid. But sometimes the same people fail to show that same appreciation in return. It's a double standard that often goes unnoticed. In this case, she seemed to realize her mistake only after it was too late.
My husband is currently packing his bags and also packing our kids' stuff because he is going to leave to another state, all because I cheated on him with a mutual friend. My husband and I have been together for a while. No, I don't think there was any issues in the relationship or marriage whatsoever. I actually thought our life was pretty perfect, but then I decided to talk to one of our mutual friends, and one thing led to another. I think I was just really tired of the fact that my husband was constantly working to make sure that we had a roof over our heads and to make sure that everything was paid. And so I just felt very lonely. So I decided that I was just going to message his friend, just like we are friends, nothing else. That was it. And then all of a sudden it just led to something else. I mean, at least I had the balls to actually tell my husband what was going on, because I could have kept it from him. I could have just moved on without telling him shit. After I told him, I was very surprised about his reaction, because he was not freaking out or panicking. He just said, okay, and then he said he was going to pack his shit and go, but he was also going to take the kids. He was very demure, if I can say that word. I just thought he was going to accept the fact that I was cheating on him, and then we could just move on and, continue with our perfect lives. But no, he instead chose that he wants to actually leave with our kids, and now I'm panicking.
Others can learn from her experience. Clip 7. She talks as if he's making a big deal out of nothing. Does she really not understand that breaking someone's trust has real consequences? Looking at the situation, he actually handled it with a lot of restraint. He didn't lose his temper or throw her out, yet she still acts like she's the one who was treated unfairly.
This is a realization that what we're given in this life, the types of real, unique, vulnerable, and loyal people, the ones that hold you down, the ones that love without equivocation, are the very ones that are irreplaceable. See, your ex can run to as many new rebounds as they want. New supplies, cheat, lie, manipulate, not stay loyal, but they cannot be somebody of integrity and character. Ain't but one of you, and when they lose you, while it's popular for motherfuckers to act unbothered, unfazed by the breakup, that's natural, ain't it? What about when them cameras ain't around? What about when they ain't acting tough in front of friends and family? Oh, that's right. They're using the rebound to drown out the noise, to not fix their shit behavior, to justify how they left you, to not have to heal, to not have to confront their own inner demons, and to take advantage of somebody else that thinks they're getting the best of them. Until they realize months or years later, just like you did, that was just their representative mask, putting on a front because they're a grown child that lacks the emotional maturity and intelligence to...
That's absolutely true. Some people recognize the value of a good partner, put in the effort, and work hard to build a strong relationship. Those people aren't easy to find. Also, don't let an ex's social media posts fool you. Many people only share their happiest moments online, and sometimes those posts are meant to get your attention.
Is that since we separated, he has thrived. 2 years ago, I ended my marriage. Nobody did anything wrong. It just fizzled out, and I thought life would be better and easier alone. The split was amicable, and he's a great dad to our son.
That's nice.
The dilemma is that since we separated, he has thrived. He's lost loads of weight, he's got new friends, and he seems happier, healthier, and in a better mood than when we were married. My son tells me about his travels and the new hobbies that he has. I haven't really moved on since the split. Everything is exactly the same. I just now don't have a husband, and all the jobs are on me. I basically feel as unhappy as I did before I instigated the separation. I feel like maybe I got it wrong and maybe the issue was me and not the marriage itself. I created this mess and now I don't know how to move on. I mean, that sounds really fucking hard.
It seems like she's finally starting to realize that many of the problems in the relationship came from her own actions. If that's the case, it shows real self-awareness. Her unhappiness wasn't caused by him alone. It came from issues she needed to address herself. Acknowledging that and learning from it is an important step toward personal growth.
Left the man that I loved for the man that I deserve. I was in a relationship for 10 years and decided to leave that relationship because he was no longer the man of my dreams. He was a good boyfriend and he never cheated on me, and we were good to each other, but when it came to alignment and what I deserved and what I wanted and saw for myself and my future kids, I wanted to give my kids the best possible father I could, as well as like the best possible life I could give them, and love is not enough for that. So I left. It took me years of contemplation, but now I am in pursuit of finding the man of my dreams again, and somebody who will give my children and me the best possible life. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you want, it's about what you deserve and what you plan on giving yourself.
Seriously? What she's really saying is that she wanted a better financial situation without taking on more responsibility herself. She presents leaving the relationship as if it was a difficult sacrifice, but her actions suggest she had already checked out emotionally. If she truly believed in the relationship, she likely would have wanted to build a family with someone she saw as loyal and dependable.
Relationship, it's all fun, fine, and dandy at the beginning. It seems like she's the one who's living it up. Oh yeah, I've relinquished my energy from this man. Finally free again. The streets are glad to have me back. They think the grass is greener on the other side. They get a bench, look over the fence. It's dust. She's watching her single friends who don't have any commitment, and they're being influenced by all these other women. Now you say that you were lacking the fun, you were lacking the excitement out of the relationship. You decide that you're going to take a step back and go and be out there in these streets. And now they're looking at you as a sneaky link. They're looking at you as a fun time. And now here you are, it was your idea, and you've given somebody else the opportunity that you are now looking for, which you already had.
That's a fair point. The single lifestyle can seem exciting when you only see the highlights. Many people project a perfect image on the outside, even if they feel lonely or dissatisfied in private. Sometimes it's only after a relationship ends that they fully realize what they gave up.
For telling my ex-wife to stop interfering with my new family. I'm a 38-year-old male, divorced my ex-wife, Linda, about 5 years ago. We have 2 kids together, 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, and we share custody. A year ago, I married my current wife, Emily. Emily has a daughter, 7 years old, from a previous marriage. Linda has always been a bit controlling, which is one of the reasons why we divorced. She insists on being involved in every aspect of our kids' lives, which I understand to an extent, but lately she's been overstepping the boundaries. For instance, she frequently calls or texts me during my time with the kids to check in or give unsolicited advice about their care. She also has been showing up unannounced at our house to drop off things or talk about the kids. The final straw was last weekend. We were celebrating Emily's daughter's birthday and Linda showed up with gifts for our kids, interrupting the party. I told her privately that it wasn't appropriate for her to be there and she left in a huff. Later, she texted me a long message saying,
"It sounds like she made her decision and now misses the life and stability that came with having a family." That can happen. However, showing up and disrupting a celebration for her ex's new family isn't appropriate. It crosses a boundary and takes attention away from an event that should be about the children.
Weeks into this breakup and I'm still crying every day. That is so embarrassing. Cast a spell on me. Tell me the secret to heal really fast, because I would love to take a shortcut and maybe like a hypnotist or something can help me forget about everything. That'll be.
A lot of relationship problems can be prevented with consistent effort from both people. When partners communicate, support each other, and continue investing in the relationship, they're far less likely to drift apart. Strong relationships don't happen by chance. They require ongoing commitment.
Come back, but she's kind of got some flaky behavior. She says she's unsure what she wants. And so the no contact worked. Her attitude changed. She came back. Things are better, but still not ideally where he wants her to be. So he says, Dear Corey, I wanted to give you an update on my situation and get your perspective. To clarify some background I didn't mention before, I'm 32, she's 26. Her husband lives in another country and already has a new partner. She lives here with a friend for 2 years. We were together for about 1.5 years. I own a home with a family member and am financially stable, but I intentionally held back from major commitments, a house, big purchases due to warning signs. Well, you got to pay attention to that.
When someone shows clear warning signs before a major commitment, it's important to take them seriously. Ignoring those signals can lead to bigger problems later. In this case, she doesn't seem emotionally ready for a healthy, long-term relationship, and staying in that situation could end up wasting both people's time.
The biggest regret of my divorce was letting the divorce dictate what I did for about the first 8 years when I started it. I literally let the court system, filings, the motions, the attorneys, the judge, my ex, all the bullshit associated with him, and everything wrapped up in the divorce. I let that consume me so much. It is my number one regret. My self-esteem was so low during those first 8 years. I lived and breathed trying to kiss a man's ass who hated my guts, who was always going to hate me, just so I could come across that our co-parenting journey was okay when it really was not. It was a shamble. It was a shit show. And I literally tried everything I could to make it perfect for my kids, when in reality, I was only causing more problems because I was showing my kids that boundaries don't matter, self-worth wasn't important, and that I could just, let someone fuck me up with their words. Don't be me. Take care of yourself.
8 years of marriage ended in divorce, and it makes you wonder whether she still believes it was the right decision. Some people eventually regret walking away, while others don't. Only she knows how she truly feels about it now.
Though I don't want to be with him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. And when I kind of think about what gets me upset, or why am I so sad about certain things, of him wanting to also go through with the divorce, if I don't want to be with him. My problem is not that I don't value myself, or I don't have self-love. I think if I didn't, I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself and the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone, or many someones, that fulfill me.
Within the first few moments, the relationship already comes across as exhausting. The behavior shown feels controlling and emotionally unhealthy. It almost seems like she can't be satisfied unless her ex is struggling, which is a troubling mindset. She talks about self-awareness, yet she doesn't appear to recognize her own behavior.
You took before I took your phone. Give me the key to my truck. Before, give me the key that you took to my truck that I own in my name before I gave you your phone back. Because last time on your phone, what happened with your phone?
Would you like to trade?
Give me the garage opener as well.
Give me my phone.
Give me the garage opener. Give me the garage.
Trying to get into my house.
No. It's not. It's only your house.
It is.
We're in the process of me assuming a loan in my name, and we have paperwork. We have signed paperwork, and it's already going through. Go give me the garage opener. That's my key.
You're gonna make us late to the movies.
I'm not too worried. I'm not going to the movies because I'm not going to be around you. You're toxic.
Please give me
You're
my
toxic. So please give me the garage opener as well and the key to my truck.
Come over to my car and I'll get it for you.
Bring it here.
No, I'm not here on the camera where you like everything to be seen.
I'll be waiting here.
Come on.
I'll be waiting here. I'll be waiting here. Documented. Now she's walking to her car to go get me the garage opener to my home. She drove out of the driveway with the doors open and the kids in the back seat, which was very unsafe to the children. She's losing it. She's in shambles. I'm going to get a divorce from her, and she can't take it.
What's that?
Just documenting this.
Oh, that's great. They don't want to document
Now she's reaching into her bag, right? Her new bag that she got randomly after throwing away her old bag from a work trip.
All right, here's my garage door opener. Now can I have my phone?
Yep. Let me get it on camera. This is her phone that I took from her after she took my key to my truck. Can you please put it down at the same time?
Yep.
Put the garage opener too. Toodles.
If getting his own keys requires that much effort, it gives you an idea of what the relationship may have been like behind closed doors. The fact that a camera was recording probably changed how she reacted, since she knew her actions were being documented. Without that, the situation could have become much more difficult. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next